Howdy all, and welcome to Lac Lives. I'm Lacander, and this is Lac Plays Betrayer. So this is a new game. I think you could get into the alpha and beta and stuff. I don't know, but I just saw it and I checked out what it was about, and I'm like, ooh, I have got to play that game. And so we're gonna play Betrayer. And this is the first episode. Yes, I want to start a new game because we are going to start from the beginning. I played a little bit just to see if I wanted to record it or not, and it seems pretty awesome. Now it's black and white for the most part, and little splashes of red here and there, and I have no idea what's going on. That's a creepy face. But what little bit I've played seems to be, I don't know, you wash up on shore here to start with. Like, there's your ship all wrecked, and everything's black and white. And you can see it's first-person shooter adventure game. And things that have red tint you can interact with. Apparently I have a knife. And 23 coins. And then you can see the little flashes. That indicates something you can interact with, usually. But there is... I mean, there's, you know... I have no idea what's going on. I can see the ship. I can't swim out to it or anything. And, it's pretty crazy. It's got a wind system a little bit here, so we get gusts of wind occasionally, which have to do with your stealth. And sprint is left shift. Thanks for telling me that. I was already holding it down. And so anytime you see red, you have to be careful because it means something you can interact with, or bad guys, or NPCs. They'll have these little splashes of red across them. Now I know I've looked at some of the artwork for the game, and some of it was done in color, and then they changed their mind apparently and decided to go with black and white for the game, and it gives it a pretty creepy feeling. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know why I keep saying that. I've said that like 3 times today. I'm not gonna lie. I might... Oh, look, see, there's red. Ooh, you see it? I can zoom in. Oh, she shot an arrow. I guess maybe I shouldn't have said she. But that's that's the one NPC I've found so far. It's a shot her arrow over here. Note, I do not know who you are or who you've come or why you've come here, but you should turn back lest you become trapped in this place as I am. Journal updated. So you got a little journal. Lest you become trapped. It's got the notes. Investigation. The maiden in red. A maiden in red. A red cloak sent a note attached to an arrow. She seems to be warning me away. People. There's the sketch of her. Maiden in red. A young woman in red cloak appeared along the path from the shore and sent a note attached to an arrow. I've got nothing in clues. I've got nothing in inventory. I've got nothing. Not a thing. Got a map, we got a, we do have a map. So you can see we're right here on the beach, and we are headed here. Here's the world map. I don't know how much of this we're going to explore, but it's pretty large. This is set during the, well, I don't know when it's set, honestly, but it's supposed to be during the, okay, this is what I read. The description was something like, a man heads to the colonies, and when he arrives, the colonies have been abandoned. And I absolutely love those kinds of stories. Oh, we got a treasure chest up here. Because, I don't know, they're just creepy and cool. And It's happened a couple of times actually with the colonies. It seems to me one of the Jamestown colonies disappeared. We got another little red thing up here. And the most famous one, of course, is Roanoke, which is New York. The colony in Roanoke. The governor left to go back to England. And no, let's do this note first. Dear Sir or Madam, I have come into possession of a number of fine items of exceptional quality and indisputable value. As a token of my good faith, I offer you a free bow in hopes that you may survive long enough to become a regular customer. Arrows will be free for a limited time as well. Beware that they may sometimes deflect from armored enemies, so be sure to carry plenty and recover them when you can. I will put my trust in your honor to leave payment for whatsoever else you choose to purchase. Respectfully, John Howe, Merchant. And so then we can buy some stuff. I've got enough money to buy a shoddy longbow, which I think is better than the bow I'm carrying. But I don't have enough to buy a longbow quiver or crude charm of grace or vigor. The charms help you, are like stat increases, become 4% harder to hear and see. Charm of grace, charm of vigor, health increase. Longbow arrows, and shoddy longbow. And then for my inventory, I've got a cracked longbow, which is 30 damage. It's a longbow, since the name. Speed fast, deflect chance 20%, special stealthy. So I don't think I'm gonna buy that next bow quite yet. And you can see now I've got a red tent, and my bow has a slight red tent. Well, I guess just the bow has a slight red tent. We got a note. Note, because your well-being is important to me, both fiscally and sentimentally, I feel I should advise you that enemies are easier to slay if you catch them unaware, for their rage makes them stronger. Shots to the head will also inflict more grievous injury than those to the trunk or limbs. Please rely on me whenever you find yourself in need of deadlier implements of warfare. Cordially, John Howe, Merchant. Thanks, John. And he's telling us that because I think our first enemy is around the corner here. I am not good at fighting these guys, by the way. So, actually, the first time I played the game, I wasn't sure that he even was a bad guy. You can hear grunting noises. And so I thought maybe there was a wild animal. Yep, there he just grunted again. I have no idea. And, but no, they're these armored knight guys. Really? I have not figured out how to aim this bow, by the way. I don't want to cancel the shot. I want to... Yeah, shoot that guy in the head. I can't tell if I'm shooting high or low or what. It doesn't arc very well. Ooh, there's the loot. There's one of my arrows. And then I should be able to find maybe my arrows that I missed with up in here. Oh man, are they gone? I don't know how far they shot. Is the problem. Oh, there's one. And you can see your arrows remain. I shot a couple of times though. I don't know where the other one went to. But we got another chest. But so yeah, Roanoke. If you never heard the story of the colony of Roanoke, all chests found in this area. Did that say I had a note? Clues, note, people. John Howe, a traveling merchant who barters weapons and equipment. Notes. All chests found on the coastal path. Reminders, use your compass to locate nearby dropped items such as... Oh, should look on my compass then. To find dropped items such as loot or arrows. Stealth attacks and headshots do extra damage. Arrows sometimes deflect from armored enemies. Listen for a distinctive ricochet sound. Alright. let's look. There appears to be a little diamond right here. I have no idea what this diamond is pointing at, though. Did I miss something? Are you pointing at the merchant's chest back here? Well, that doesn't help me out. I don't know what those little totem things are either. So Roanoke, let's do the Roanoke story. So the governor comes, with the colony. They set up the colony. He goes back to England, and like I think his daughter or son stays in the colony, and they have a granddaughter, if I remember the story correctly. But anyways, when he returns, the whole colony is abandoned. There's no one left, and there's a word scratched on the I think a tree nearby, and it says Croatoan, and I don't think they've ever really solved what happened to those people. Okay, the weapons you recover from slain adversaries are generally of poor quality, being both feebler and more cumbersome to employ than you may desire. The weapons I offer are guaranteed to do more harm and do it faster. John Howe, Merchant. Although I did read an article that said Croatoan was probably a Indian hunting ground nearby, and that they probably mixed in with the Indians. Or, sorry. Croatoan was probably a Native American hunting ground nearby, and so they probably mixed in with the Native Americans. We have moved on to the next section. Oh. We are now in Forest Edge, I believe it's called. Oh, something sparkly up here. We got another chest. Oh, tomahawk. G to throw the tomahawk. It was remiss of me not to mention that enemies are more likely to discover you if you are moving. Crouching makes you significantly harder to detect and allows you to move quietly. Use the wind to your advantage. Gusts will mask your footsteps, making it easier to run up behind your foes without alerting them. John Howe, he is full of interesting information. Okay, so apparently there's going to be some bad guys up here then if they're going to give me information on hunting bad guys. I can see one right here. Oh, nice. Didn't expect to do that. Yeah, see, these dudes are like Spanish conquistadors. I I don't know what's going on with this place, and they don't sound human. And the pictures I saw from the game make it seem like this might be a horror game. Uh, I didn't realize that when I started in here, but well, I mean today, of course, I knew, but when I started playing it, I didn't realize it was going to be like that. I thought it was going to be, missing colony, hunting them down and what happened to them, and I'm pretty sure this is some kind of other netherworld kind of thing, limbo something. That's why it's all black and white. I know that game relies a lot on sound, which is going to be interesting because I am talking, and that's going to make it hard to hear sometimes. So I might have to be quiet and listen sometimes. So here's the first fort. I don't know if this is their main village. You can hear the door just opened. Some arrows up there. Flag. Unlock. Fort Henry destination. Journal updated. Alright, let's get in the notes here. Reminders. I think that was just a thing about wind gusts. Nothing in investigation. Nothing in here. Oh, John Howe. Nope, nothing in there. Okay, well, why did the journal update? Because I don't know why it said it updated, because it didn't do anything. Clue. Indian arrows that were most likely intended for the head of a sentry. Mine now. We've got some water. Drinking from a barrel will restore your health. Refill your water skin if you have one. I do not have a water skin. Dear Sir or Madam, I hope the bow I gave you has been of reasonable service, but I would encourage you to consider some of my finer wares. I accept coin or barter as you see fit. Please check back from time to time to see what new items I may have acquired. Cordially, John Howe, Merchant. Okay, he's got a lot more stuff here this time. And the only things I can afford are longbow arrows and the shoddy longbow. And I don't want the shoddy longbow because it's only 5 points damage. I'd like to get this common because that's 10 points more. This is only 5 points more damage, and I already can... Ooh. I need a musket. You know, I did say I picked up a pistol. Apparently that doesn't mean anything. That must have been scrap. Oh, now we got some notes. Clues. Arrows stuck. Indian arrows. Arrows stuck in a guard tower at Fort Henry. Reminders. Oh, that was the drinking the water thing. What else we got going on over here? Anything back here? But yeah, there's no people. That's the... Oh, there's something here. A small trowel, well suited to breaking up hard soil. Nice. Collected a trowel. Oh, what's this? Page scrap. The Indian king, whom they call Weronts? I don't know. Was much pleased by our gifts of tools and trinkets and gave us in return an abundance of corn and bear meat, which is an excellent victual. That is true. Bear meat is delicious. I've only eaten it once, but it was some of the best meat I had ever eaten. Because I'm a carnivore. Well, that's not true. I'm an omnivore. The Lord Governor has determined that we cannot spare any men to send to Fort Henry, for we are harried constantly by the naturals, who have recently grown more hostile toward us for unknown reasons. Item. An ornate bell. It appears to be in good condition. It could probably be remounted from where it hung. Okay. Was that a person? No. Clue. Though the figure appears human, it is only ash and ember. Oh, really? Somebody got... Oh, and they busted apart. That's creepy. Something fried that guy in place. I saw one of those earlier too, didn't I? And I just walked right past it. And there's a chest there. Another ash figure. Creepy. Crude charm of... What'd that say? Crude charm of soldiery, I think that says soldiery. Soldier? E, yep. Reloads muskets, pistols, and crossbows 5% faster. Alright. I don't have any of that stuff, but thanks. Anything back here? We want to explore thoroughly. Oh, see, look, here's a chest hidden back here. And it looks like some more arrows up here. More Indian arrows. Either there was a large-scale attack or several smaller skirmishes. Okay. You can drink from a water skin to restore yourself at any time. Be sure to refill it at open barrels. Apparently, I found a water skin. You can see down on my on the right-hand corner there. It says health 100, ammo 15 out of 16, and it shows a tomahawk. And then above that, it shows the 2 pluses. Those are my 2 drinks from a water skin to heal myself. I have never managed to use a water skin. I just straight up get killed. And another creepy ash figure. Might as well bust that one too while we're at it. I'm sure they appreciate me desecrating the dead. And then let's... well, my water skin's already filled, so... Blunk, that doesn't help me at all. Oh, we got a spot to put the bell. And let's go ahead and put the bell. You're not letting me put the bell? Please, let me put the bell. Place bell. Journal updated. Replaced the bell. And now we're going to ring the bell. And now everything's weird and there's like... You can hear the bell going. And it's just like a slow motion ring. And now this is the weirdest thing ever. There's these little spots I can dig up with a trowel. Item. Dug up what appears to be a human eyeball, though it feels more like a stone. It's strange, heavy, and warm in your hand. It seems that you can see things you couldn't before. Gross. Oh, this was here earlier too, and I didn't explore it. There's these piles of rocks. I don't know how to get them. Something appears to be buried here. Soil is so rocky that it will take more than a trowel to dig it up. If you click on it earlier, it'll say you can't dig it up with your hands either, so... where's the other weird pieces? Here's the ear. Dug up a petrified ear. Like the eye you found, it is heavy and warm. It seems you can hear things you couldn't before. Gross. According to our prisoner, the Spaniards seek to destroy settlements that might be used for privateering against their treasure fleets and will surely come at us again. We need reinforcements if we are to repel further attacks. What? Spaniards didn't have... Oh, I guess they did. But they shouldn't be dressed like conquistadors. Dug up a petrified tongue. It, too, is heavy and warm. It seems you can now speak to those who couldn't hear you before. And this is another pile of rocks? Yeah. It's too rocky, can't dig it up. I didn't see those when I was going through here earlier. Those are visible in the other version of the world. But now we can see a ghost. Ooh. It's a ghost. Wrath. Or Wraith. Where is Martha? Who is Martha? My wife. Who are you? William Eastgrove. I am Captain William Eastgrove. So I'll ask, where did you last see her? William Eastgrove. On a hillside. We were sitting together. I was holding her hand, talking about our son. And then I shall find her for you if I can. Oh, and then it turned into Red Cloaked Girl. Maiden in Red. I hate to interrupt, but who are you talking to? I was speaking to a wraith named William Eastgrove. She says, but I see no one. He appeared in the dark when I rang the bell and vanished when daylight returned. She says, in the dark? How can that be? The sun has not moved in the sky. Are you certain of what you saw? And then I'll say, I couldn't see him until I found this strange eyeball. She says, that is an unsettling discovery and an odd thing to pick up. Alright, now I got some choices here. I didn't know what it was at first. I thought it might be useful. I personally find the tongue more unsettling. I didn't know what it was at first. I don't think the tongue is really more unsettling than the eyeball. And I do think it could be useful, but let's do it this one. That it's an odd thing not to put back down, although it does seem to be useful. Who are you? I can't remember. I am sure that I lived here, for this place is familiar, but it's like a dream I can't quite recall. Do you remember anything? My sister. I have been searching for her, but I can't remember her name either. Perhaps she is hiding from the Spaniards, for they seem more beasts than men. Spaniards? I have seen no one but you since I awoke in the forest days ago. I assure you that there are no Spaniards here. Not anymore. Now I got two choices. They seemed real enough, or one of us is not seeing the world as it is. I'm going to go with the it seemed real enough, because I'm pretty sure I'm the one not seeing the world as it is. Like the darkness and the wraith, what did he want of you anyways? He is searching for his wife. I would help you find her, but it is hard to track what one cannot see, and I must seek my sister. Please let me know if you see her. We are twins, so she should be easy to recognize. Um, and then, where shall I find you if I have news to report? Let us meet in this fort for now. I should also like to learn the outcome of your search for this wraith's wife. I can't help but worry what's become of her. Very well. And now I've got this ability called Listen. And when I hold down the Listen button, which for me is Z, there's a sound, and it's positional, and so I have to adjust my heading to get it positioned in front of me, and it seems to lead you to hidden objects. Now the problem here is that I don't know which way Ash figures. I don't know which way that East Grove's wife is. Bell, ear, eye, tongue, trowel, people. Martha Eastgrove, married to William Eastgrove. William Eastgrove, found at Fort Henry, worried about his wife, Martha. Maiden in Red now says, I have met her, but she doesn't remember her name. Notes, some reminder stuff. The Indian King was pleased. We can't spare any men, according to our prisoner. Those are all the notes that I picked up. Investigation. Martha Eastgrove, Fort Henry. William Eastgrove was worried about his wife Martha. He remembers sitting together on a hill holding hands talking about their son. Okay, now I don't know if you noticed this, but this whole area is one giant hill. So I don't know which hill they were sitting on talking about their son. I do know that, like I said, if I come up here, some of this stuff has like a faint hum to it, and if I hold down the listen key, something's that way. And I can hear that it's this way. Did I hear a grunt? Or no, is that just the people who live in this house? Oh no, that time I'm sure I heard a grunt. Dang it. Gotcha. I don't trust them. I think there might be more out here. I don't see him though. And I really wish I knew which hill he was talking about. What's this? Is that the hill I'm supposed to go to? Forest Edge, Fort Henry. Uh, there's something else linked right here. I totally didn't go to it though. Ooh, I heard another grunt. Oh, there's one right there. Watch out, birds. I can't see his head very well though. Let's try the axe. I'll show you the tomahawk before we quit here. Whoa! That's right, buddy. Ooh, I just heard something weird. Oh, oh! Look at that. There's red on the tree's red. Just on the one side, though. Or is it just in the shadows? No, that tree is red. Yeah, the sound is still off that way. Alright, well, I think I'm going to call it here. I hope you enjoyed this first episode. I am definitely enjoying the game. I can hear some tingling sounds up this way. I don't know how to describe what I'm hearing. I can't hear it now. Somewhere back here is something, though. I can hear it. Oh, right there. But yeah, I don't know where this game's gonna go, but today was actually a pretty good run compared to my first attempt to see what the game was like yesterday. So, click like if you like, subscribe, be sure to catch the next one, and I will talk to you later.